everybody, welcome back to the FM24 Youth Academy Challenge with Folkestone and Victor, and you're getting more episodes this season than I think any other season previously. It's the Champions League quarter-final second leg. Let's get into it. Yes, hello everybody, fellow managers, welcome back to the save, and we are taking on Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium in the quarter-finals of the Champions League in the second leg. I didn't think we'd be coming back for this, but I did say in the last episode, which was in-game about a month ago, just under a month ago, that we'd come back if there's something to play for. And boy, do we have something to play for. In the last game, well, we've just lost to Aston Villa 2-0, but we rotated heavily because in the first leg, we beat Arsenal 2-1. Yes, we did. A very close game, 15 shots to 14, 7 on target apiece. We had a few more off target than they did. They had a slightly better XG than us. But Raphael Gardner, with 2 headed goals, gave us a 2-1 lead. And then the 90th minute is when he actually got his winner, which was absolutely brilliant. But we had Haynes having a superb game in goal with a 7.6. Gardner having a superb game, obviously 9.2. Shane Gannon on a 7. Kadu Kuedu did well with a 7.1 as well, but we were lacking quite a lot up front. But we are taking a lead into the second leg of a Champions League quarter-final tie. Now, more than likely we'll be playing Chelsea if we do get through into the semi-finals. I'm still expecting Arsenal to beat us. But in the last episode, our next game was going to be Arsenal. We actually played Arsenal and beat them 3-0 in that game as well. They did get a man sent off, which very much put the game in our favour. They had many more shots, but we had much better actual sort of chances on goal, 2.2 XG. John Perry Joseph, getting a hat-trick in that one, playing very well. But again, Anthony Haynes got a 7.8. All the defenders pretty much got a 7. Raphael Gardner came off with a 6.8. We brought him off towards the end of the game. But it was just very odd that we're playing Arsenal. I had a little shiver there. We're playing Arsenal, and our last 2 games against them have been very, very good. So I'm expecting us to get battered. We are going to the Emirates. Both of those games are obviously at home at the Harbour Arms Stadium. But in the game when we did play them away from home, we lost 4-3, which in this scenario would take us to extra time because there's no more away goals in the Champions League. So we'll have to see how we go. But that is all today's episode is basically going to be. The game against Arsenal in the Champions League. And part of me is like, let's go slightly more defensive. But then I sort of feel like, don't do that because we've beaten Arsenal 2 out of the last 3 times playing this attacking system. So I'm not too sure. Chelsea 4-0 up against Brighton in the other quarter-final where we'll be playing, or whoever wins our one will be playing their one, the winner of their game. So we heavily rotated for the game against Aston Villa to make sure we didn't pick up any injuries for this game. So Haynes back in goal. I very rarely rotate enough to change the goalkeeper, but I wasn't taking any risks in this one. Englefield up front, obviously. Danny Taylor coming in at right back. James Barnes coming in and holding midfield. Hayden Ruffles on the right. We've got John Perry Joseph in behind. Kadu Kuedu on the left, who, by the way, what a season he's having this year. 23 goals, 19 assists in 40 games at left wing. What a season. He is just absolutely phenomenal for us this year. Absolutely ludicrously good. 24 goals in 45 games in all competitions this year is just absolutely insane. He's been so good. Danny Taylor's actually not fully fit, so we'll keep an eye on that at the moment. Raphael Gardner comes in as well at the back. Ben Rees probably will be dropped for Shane Gannon. Jordy Hewson comes in for O'Hanlon. Lucas Hole also not fully fit. So it looks like we're going to have to just do something with our fullbacks, which isn't a dreadful situation to be in. I'll probably move Denton to right back. And I think we will go with the experienced Ben Rees at left back. He's filled in there a couple of times for us. We could put in Alex Hessenthaler. Neither of them really have a lot of pace, but Ben Rees, I really like Ben Rees's jumping reach. That's probably why we're going to go for him. And we're back to our normal sort of lineup with Haynes, Denton in for the not quite fully fit Danny Taylor, Gardner, Gannon, Rees in for the injured Lucas Hull, Hewson and Barnes in the middle, Ruffles on the right, Joseph in behind Englefield, and Kuedu on the left. Now, Do we go with the slightly less attacking, more possession-based system, or do we stick with what we've been doing? That's the question. I think we've just got to stick with what we've been doing. Do I then put Lucas Hole on the bench? Out with a back strain. I sort of feel like it's probably worth the risk having him on the bench to bring him on. Danny Bull probably won't play that much. But he is our only centre-back cover, Danny Bull. Although we'd move Ben Rees in, obviously. I mean, if I'm going to play him, let's play him from the start. We're going to play him. We're going to take a huge risk there, and we're going to start Lucas Hull with a slight back strain. Hayden Ruffles is unhappy. He's another one now. They're taking it in turns to moan about the goalkeeper. It was Englefield. He then stopped moaning about it. It was Kuedu. He stopped moaning about it, and now it's Ruffles moaning about it. You'd like to think the fact that we've reached the Champions League quarterfinals, they would understand that we don't have a problem in goal. But there you go. Right, here we go. Champions League quarterfinal, second leg. 2-1 up from the first leg. Other results, Ajax and Real Madrid 2-2, Liverpool Inter 1-1, and Chelsea, smashing Brighton 4-0 in the first leg. I just don't know what to do. This is always the worst. Don't allow complacency to undo the first leg. That's, I think that's a good team talk to give. I do think that's a good team talk to give. Right, Marco Rose lines them up in a 4-2-4, which is an absolute nightmare of a system to play against. I'm not too sure what I do against that. Do I get our wing-backs to just man-mark their wingers? Think about this logically, Dave. What could we do? Fullback, winger. Get these two to mark those two. I think we go man marking. I think we go for a man marking system. So we're just going to do kick off. We're going to get straight into it. And we're going to pause it straight away. Right. Last time we played them, they played the 4-2-4 like that, and they played a 4-2-4 with a tight box. Let's try it. So Kuedu, we will mark specific position. You're on the left, so you're marking the right back to try and just stop them doing anything out of the ordinary. You're on the right hand side, so you're marking the left back. Denton, who we asked Denton and Lucas Hull to do a few things with the ball. So you're on the right, Denton, so you're going to be the AML, and you're on the left, so you're going to be doing the AMR. Where's that? AMR. And then you two. Now, do I want to push those up higher? Really, Joseph should be dealing with the holding midfielders, but because they don't have any other midfielders, I think we can potentially get away with this. So you're on the right, so you mark the DMCL, and you're on there, so you mark the DMCR. We're going to be high up the pitch anyway, and I want to stop them playing, is my aim here. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. We'll shout encouragement from the off. I mean, I would take a game with 0 highlights that just gets us through to half-time. 0 highlights gets us through to full-time. 0-0 draw. No entertainment for anybody. We're through to the semi-finals. That would be the absolute dream. But let's see. Here is Towson Pafund into Serkan. Vallejo. Back through to Vallejo. He's a bit of a narrow angle. Good tackle from Gannon as Ruffles comes forward. Ruffles goes up to Joseph. Joseph just doesn't really have the pace to get through. He looks like a very big boy from corners, doesn't he? That Tessapon. Oh, Kuedu, good interception. He couldn't quite get there again. Guillaume Vinten. So you should see we're going to be pushing quite high up the pitch. I don't mind them going long like that. If we cut out the pass, that's such a terrible pass. If we can cut out their passes through the midfield, which I'm trying to do by man marking their two holding midfielders, win the header. Haynes, you've been lobbed by a crap header. Oh, I feel like this is the issue we've got. Haynes has played two amazing games against Arsenal, and now you sort of feel like it's not. Now the question begs: if Ben Rees was at left back, would he have been out jumped at the back post? You've got to ask that, haven't you? Lucas Hole is smaller with a back strain. We'll see. Free kick. Serkan swings it into the box. Header goes past the post. And living a slightly charmed life. They have only had an XG of 0.1. So it's really not that great. Lucas Hull throws it into Joseph. Can he swing in a cross? He tries to play it into the box, which isn't ideal. We don't really do that too often from those situations. Overgaard into Rivera. We're not giving them any sort of easy out, are we? Atanga comes forward into Vallejo. Vallejo out to Milic on the left. Milic comes forward. Really good run. I mean, that's another back post cross header. Talk about an early substitution. I feel like I should have backed myself. I've got an itchy nose as well. Milic is there. Just crosses it into that back post. Lucas Hull's so small and Guillaume Vinten is there. And it gives Arsenal the advantage. Again, we've not... I feel like we've... I'm not going to say anything. I feel like we've stopped them playing, is what I was going to say, just before they had that highlight. But we're now not really doing much with it ourselves. It's 2-0. We only need a goal, right? We need one goal, and it's back to all square. Show me something else in the second half. You weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. And you weren't that bad. I have employed man marking stuff in this save semi-regularly. But, yeah, I mean, Shane Gannon on a 6.2 is not very good at the back. 6.3 for Kouedu, who's just been so good for us this year. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to do, really. The 4-2-4 is one of the most annoying systems to come up against. It really is. I feel like you've just got to try and stop them playing. Like, you need to try and stop the balls getting from here into the final third. And they should play it long. We could drop our lines back a little bit. But again, we sort of need to be on the front foot now that we're a goal behind. And you can see, other than the start we had, the match momentum's all been with them, which isn't ideal. I mean, it could be a case of super subs making a difference for us. An hour gone, we're not creating really anything. Kouedu off for Sir Nogus on the left. That's a shame, he's playing badly. Hayden Ruffles off for Parrott. And we're going to do Hewson off for... Normally I'd bring Ben Rees on in there, so this is a little bit different. Ben O'Hanlon is probably the best bet to come in there. It leaves us with one sub left, so we'll do Danton for Taylor. I know he's not fully fit, but he's going to come on just as our starting right back, our main man. It means Gannon will have to play the whole game on a 6.1, which isn't ideal. But hopefully fresh legs can get us something. Gannon with the ball. Back to Haynes. The goalkeeper just taking his time. Into Gardner. Oh, that's such a bad pass. Oh, we've just not really turned up for this really big game. The home advantage probably does make a difference as well. Like, for us to win the last two games at home shows we can beat Arsenal. It's just not always on the cards, is it? I sort of feel like, do we just pack the midfield? Do we now try and be like, right, don't go down here. Just put everything through the midfield because they've only got two people there. Lower the tempo so that we can bring it forward, and then we'll push both of these in. O'Hanlon as a ball winner. Let's go and harass them. Let's go and ball winner on support and a ball winner on support. Let's go and really harass them and see what we can do. That is still marking their people in there as well. Forcing the ball through the middle could be a way to go. It could be a way to go because they have only got these two in the middle. It's a tough ask for the people in there for us to do it for us, but we need something out of this. We need something. 10 minutes to go. I don't think we're going to do it. It's still only one goal. It's still only one goal. We're going to match them up. We're going to go 4-2-4. We're going to shove Joseph up front. Try and get that goal as well. We'll put you as a complete forward because you can pretty much do everything. We're going to try They're going to try and match them up. Come on, 5 minutes to go. I mean, it's as attacking as I could possibly be. This is. Come on, demand more. They've got a corner. Serkan swings it in. Big boy from the back does win the header at the near post, but it goes past the post. I just feel like we just need one chance. We need a breakaway. Although if they score here, it's game over. Serkan over the free kick. He is pointing, which normally is a sign that it goes in. Oh, it's over the bar. I don't think he was doing an arm gesture. I couldn't tell if it was a point or just a gesture. But I think we're just going to run out of steam in the Champions League. Oh, we do just run out. I mean, we've put up a really good fight. Arsenal dominated us in the second half, to be honest. But, 2 back post headed goals. I knew I should have trusted my instincts and gone with Ben Rees, who came on and got a 7. He got a 7, so he really kept that guy quiet. We were the underdogs. You gave it your best effort. Did I expect us to get this far? No, not at all. We played the best team in England and took them to a 1-goal deficit over 2 legs. I think we can be proud. I think we can be proud with that. And it really, really wasn't too bad. We get 9 million for playing in the quarterfinal, which isn't too bad at all. But it does mean that we can accelerate forward to the end of the season and come back for our end of season review and see if we have snuck in back into the Champions League. We're currently already qualified for the Conference League by winning the Carabao Cup. We are 5th at the moment, but Brighton have a game in hand on us, and we're not a million miles away from securing it ourselves. If we can just better Liverpool's performance towards the end of the season, we will have Champions League football again next year. We got to the quarterfinals, one hell of a run. As I said, Arsenal have won the league 3 times in the past 3 times they've won it. Past 3 seasons, they've won the league, and they're currently top by a point ahead of Chelsea, who they'll be playing each other in the next round. So you would imagine one of those 2 will win the Champions League. But thank you for watching a very short episode as we came back for the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. We'll be back for an end of season review, having a quick look at player development and things like that, and then we march on into the next season. Cheers for watching. Ta-ra.